Hey guys, this is Shannon with Nearly Organic Noshing, and I thought I would just do a quick update on our chickens. These are the 2 barred rocks and the 2 black sex links. And these guys are getting ready to go into a new temporary home. I'm not ready to put them in with the big chicks yet because 1, I think they'll probably get beat up. They're kind of mean. And 2, I need to do some work on the fencing. It's field fencing, and these guys can fit through the field fencing, and I'm afraid that dogs or something are going to get them. So these guys are going to be going into a new temporary coop and run that Chris is currently building. And oh, sorry, Macy. Oh. I stepped back and stepped on her. I'm gonna have to edit that out. And these guys right here, you can see them all in there. They are gonna be moving to the water trough and getting out of this small brooder right here. And they are getting way too big to be all piled up in here, but we just couldn't put them into the big one yet. So they get out during the day and are in a pen out in the grass when it's warm enough. But at night they go back in here because it's just too cool still outside for them to be loose. So.
Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733 for a consultation. Office in Jacksonville.
Loan Care, one of the largest mortgage servicing providers, is hiring mortgage default, escrow, call center, and claims specialists. Bilingual Spanish-speaking candidates are encouraged. April 19th from 5 p.m. till 9 p.m. at the Ramada Conference Center, 3130 Hartley Road in Jacksonville. Visit svclit.com to apply. Walk-in welcome. This is Robert Palmer, president of RP Funding. If you're thinking about buying a home, call us first. We're finding the right local real estate agent to get you every step of the home buying process.
Put me on camera, are you?
Nope.
What a mess.
Of course not. Okay guys, I thought I would show you the finished product. This is a bit larger than I expected it to be, but it is definitely going to serve its purpose for years to come. The back section back here, this is an old signage, and it's made out of a plastic material, so it will never rot. You can see the print on the other side. For now, I have just rigged up a perch for them to get up on with concrete blocks, which does make this heavier to pull, but it's still fine. And I have wood shavings, and they've scattered the hay on the back in this section so that they're not always on the wire. I don't like them walking on the wire the whole time, so this whole section is covered in hay and wood shavings. And then when it's time, I just rake it up and change it out. So that is this section, and the lid can fold all the way flat on this, so you can lay this all the way over if I need to. It doesn't have to be propped up. It can be moved all the way over. And then I asked him to make it so that I could access all areas of the coop. So if I needed to clean it out, or if I needed to try and catch a chicken, I could do that without having to chase it around or hang halfway in there. So each side lifts, and the entire thing is done in hardware cloth, and then he did it with these washers right here so it won't pull through. And you can see there's section back here, and then this section does have the wire on the bottom, and if I do pull it over thick grass, they can get to some grass through the wire, but it's not ideal. But with the predators and where we live, it's just much better for them to be safe than for them to be able to get to the grass or to scratch until they're a little bit bigger. I have the water in here and feed. The feed is directly below the broad section of beams right here, so it stays pretty dry. We just had a quick little sun shower come through and things are a little bit damp, but the feed is still fine. The water's in the corner, and I move it around in different places depending on the sun or if it's raining, and it's just propped up. I did end up wedging the feeder between blocks instead of them sitting on blocks because they keep knocking it over. I'm gonna go this weekend and pick them up a bigger feeder and put it up in the corners because they keep trying to perch on it and knock it over, and they are working on and enjoying some kale from the garden in there right now. So, and these guys probably will be in here for maybe a month, and then they'll be going out with the big chicks as soon as I manage to run some wire along the bottom rows of the fence, because right now they can fit through the field fencing and get out, and I'm afraid that the dogs or something else might get them. My dog Macy, she has a real prey instinct. She's fine as long as I'm in here with them. She's in their pen, but as soon as they get out and start raising Cain or making a ton of noise, that prey instinct goes and she wants to chase them, and I don't want them to get chased or get hurt. So for now it's just best that they stay in here. Chris installed me chains on each end so that I can grab it and pull it. It is really heavy. I have to put some real effort into pulling it, but it is possible. The chains are long enough so that I can just pull the tractor in here, hook it over the ball, and just drag it with the tractor, which is easier if I need to take it more than just a couple of feet. Chris did install plastic skids. If you can see these, the white along the bottom, those are plastic skids, because if in Florida with our humidity, if you have wood sitting on the ground, it's gonna rot. So just getting it a couple of inches up off the ground really helps a lot, and it's going to keep the wood from rotting. So this pen is going to be our like intermediate pen to go from the brooder that's on the back porch, our big water trough, to here, so that they can become acclimated with the big chicks, which are over here. They're hiding out. This is our little sand pile and a nice shady spot. It's all surrounded by bushes and trees they kind of like to hang out in. But these guys need to get a little bigger so that they're not going to be able to squeeze through the fence and be able to defend themselves a little bit. So this is going to be my temporary intermediate chicken coop. It'll also be one that if I have a sick chicken and I need to separate her from the others, or an injured one, that I can put them in here and they'll have a nice safe environment to stay in while they are recovering. So that's something that I have really needed, and I've used extra large dog kennels up on the porch normally to keep them in, and this will just work much better for them in the long run. And I'm super grateful that he took the time and effort and made this for me. So I hope this helps you guys. It's just a very simple design. The entire thing is covered in hardware cloth. It is not exactly thrifty. I had envisioned I don't know, maybe a $60 build. This was more like $160 because he wants this to last for years. He said he didn't want to make something and it just fall apart in a season or two. So it's all solid, pressure treated, and we are going to come back and paint it later once all the chicks are out of it. But for now, we just needed to get something up and going, and I didn't want to have fresh paint on there with the chicks. So this is it, and it is working really, really well. If you have any questions or if you want to comment, please do so. Hope you're having a great day.